声音有打开吗？
应该
不用。
应该我整个页面都要关掉的。好的。
OK。
对着这个。对着这儿就好了。
那我等一下跳到这个页面的话，就跳到这一面就好了吗？
全屏就可以了。
OK。我现在是 live 吗？
是的。
OK。
可以跟大家打招呼，欢迎回来。
Welcome back.
全屏。
Is anyone here?
稍微等等，我叫你开始就可以了。
Okay. So I think we fixed the issue before. Are we still hearing an echo now? Hello? Can you hear me clearly? Is it a delay? An echo? So we were just going to demonstrate how the buying page of DBC AIM work, and because we've had to switch software, so we had to take 2 minutes. I'm sorry about that. I waited until roughly everyone's back. There were about 27, 25 people. And I think people will want to see the demonstration of my screen share. So we'll wait a little bit. Okay. 可以给我看现在有多少人吗？ Okay, so we're 10 people in the chat room. Okay. So is everyone watching this qualified in the top 100 wallets? 但是我看不到 comment， 我没有办法知道大家给我的回答。No, just okay. I don't use Apple mic, but that's my own. Okay, so right, I might as well give you a little tip right now, and I'll repeat the tip later. So if you are thinking about buying the DBC EIMs and you're also thinking maybe you don't want your machines hosted in a data center, then I strongly recommend you to fill in your delivery address now, because that is one of the steps that you have to go through when you're trying to buy the machines. And if you didn't fill your address beforehand, you'll have to spend some extra time filling out the address during the process, which will slow you down. So you it's better that you log on to our website now and fill out your delivery address in your personal account page. Okay, so how many people do we have in the chat room? Yeah. 11? Okay. Right. I think I'm gonna start. I think I'm gonna make a start on sharing my screen with you. How many people? 15. Okay, it's growing, so I might wait a few seconds until it's roughly almost 20, because we had 27 people before. So okay, so I was just giving tips on how to speed up your buying process. If you're thinking of having the machines delivered to you, please do fill out your delivery address on your personal page on the official website before the buying starts, to save you time in the process. Okay, 2 different machines, different machines across all the categories that you're qualified to buy. Okay, so 13. Okay, I think I'm gonna share my screen with you right now. Bear with me. All right. So I am on our Miner webpage. I'm logged in already, and this is the English version of the page. Here you can see there's 2 128 GPU clusters still remaining. here is where you choose what type of machines you want to buy. So there is 29 of AIM AGPU cloud remaining because I've just clicked on one. And if you want to unselect, just click again. Okay, so say I qualify in the top 50 and I want to buy one AIM cloud and one AIM workstation. See, it tells you how many remaining. And here you select whether you want to host it or not. If you don't want to host it, simply click not hosted. If you want to host it, you get to choose between a Chinese data center or a non-Chinese data center, and you can click on details to find out more about these data centers. There are PDF files of the details of both data center, and I believe there are some information as well in the email that we sent out previously to everyone. And here you get to choose whether you want to pay with DBC or ETH. If you want to buy the same machine twice, for example, if I want to buy two 8 GPU cloud, I unclick this option and then I go to amount and make it 2. Okay, so now I click buy. Okay, then we'll come to this page. It says confirm purchase information. So double check the miners you've selected and whether you want to host it and the price. If this is all correct, click submit purchase order. Okay, it's telling me purchase failed because purchase buying hasn't actually started. Let me try again.你可以去告诉我海峰，跟他说这个跳出来不能点。Okay, I'm just going to talk you through it then. In the meantime, my colleague will go and tell the web team to perhaps open up authorization to let me get to the next step. So the thing is, when you click submit purchase order, you get to a page where it shows your wallet address and the wallet address that you have to pay to. If you get to that page, that means you've bought successfully. Because if you couldn't buy because of a lack of machine, then you won't even be able to pay. Okay, I'm just gonna speak to my colleague briefly. Please stay here. 没关系，看不到你们，所以怎么样？我不能买。
看哪里啊？
这里。
这里是怎么写？
对。
32万的第一次。
Purchase
failed. This purchase failed.
购买失败是韩国的一个状态吗？
是什么状态？
就是购买失败。
就是购买失败。那我要怎么样才能购买成功？
你重新切换一个，切换一台机器。
切换一台机器 ，OK。
先点掉。
Okay, let's try a different way. Let's select different machines, see if it works. Okay, wait. Maybe it's because I selected 2 machines. What?
对，你就选一个。
Okay, let's just select one and see how it works.
好的。再点一下，应该可以。刚才因为选了个2吧。
Purchase failed. 嗯
？F12呢？这个怎么能用啊？这个 F12。
F12。
F12.
这个，对，你看我给你绳。
Okay, sorry everybody, it's been a glitch. Okay, if you think it's straightforward enough, then it's fine. Yeah, it's taking too long. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna talk you through it. So like I said, when you click submit purchase, it should take you to a page where you can pay. If you're not even able to pay, then that means that you're too slow, that you're too late, that the machines you wanted are taken. Then you have to go back to reselect and then just try again with different machines perhaps. Okay, so that's pretty much it. It is quite straightforward. I just wanted you to be familiar with the web page. I need it. I'm back. Okay, so let's just continue with where we were before, because this is really taking too long. So I think just by the look of the webpage, you can tell that it's relatively straightforward. And if you have any issues, our staff will be online to help, because you do have to be quick. So that's pretty much it about how to buy. Does anyone have any more question regarding it? What you can use to pay the machines with? You can use DBC or ETH. And what time it starts? It starts on July 5th, Thursday, 10 a.m. in the morning, Beijing time. That's Beijing time, so make sure you find out the correct hour for your own time zone. What's the best way to ask for support? On Telegram, if you are non-Chinese, and for Chinese buyers, please go on to WeChat. Yes, machine specs, I'm still working on it, and I will send out information once I can nail down as much details as I can. Yes, I understand that machine specs is something that of great concern for our buyers. Okay, is there any more questions? Okay, if not, I think we can move on to talk about the second batch of DBC AIM. So because we received a strong feedback from the community in the first batch of pre-sale, we've thought about it and decided that we're going to change it to a way that will allow more community members to participate with a lower threshold as well. So, are we all still here? Yeah. So, in the second round of AI mining machine sales, we will no longer have the smaller AIMs like 2 GPUs, 4 GPUs, or 8 GPU clouds. Instead, we will only have the 128 GPU cluster. So what does that mean? That means that we will allow people to participate in a crowdfunding way. And the lowest threshold is 1 ETH. So it will be crowdfunding in ETH only, not DBC. So as long as you can afford 1 ETH, you can be part of the miners, the second batch miners, to be on the deep brain chain network. And you will not own the machine, but you are part of the 128 GPU machines. And the highest is 100 ETH per person that that's the amount you can participate in this crowdfunding. So the lowest threshold is 1 ETH per person, and the highest is 100. So this is a new method of how we're trying to allow more people to participate, because we understand there were some concerns with how if this was a community reward plan, and so we thought this would be more fitting to what we're trying to do. Are we still here? Yeah? So the benefits of the second round is that there will be way more than 100 people that will be able to participate. We will open up the ranking to near 1,000. The first 1,000 ranked wallets will be qualified to participate in this crowdfunding. I say 1,000, it's still subject to change, but it is the latest decision, and it is how many people we want to allow to participate in this community reward mining program. Because ETH is more stable, but there will still be a round of wallet ranking qualification, and the ranking is done in DBC. So we're still looking at people who are holding DBC, who holds enough DBC to make it to the top 1,000, and then the crowdfunding is done in ETH. So of course you won't be able to own this total 128 GPU machine, but you will be able to still be part of the second batch of miners that go on the Deep Chain network by chipping in however much you can, and there will be the wallet ranking. The buying will open up to, like I said, as many as 1,000 wallets. We're looking to fund a total of 1,800 ETH, and you'll only be able to pay in ETH. So even if you can afford it, you've got to be in the top 1,000. Yes, even if you can afford it, you might not rank within the top 1,000, but I highly doubt it. I think we can see from this ranking in the first round, roughly how many DBC you need to be ranked at roughly which position, and I think 1,000 is quite a fair number, and we might even open up to more in the future. So storage machines will not be made available in the second round of AIM pre-sale, and 4 GPUs and 8 GPU machines will also not be available anymore. Our Silicon Valley team will be focusing on research on making our own 128 GPU machines. This will also offer the Deep Chain network more computational power on the network, and you can be part of that. Chip in however much you want, from 1 ETH to 100 ETH. Okay? So that's pretty much it I can tell you about the second round of mining machine for now. If we have more confirmed information, we'll release the news as we go. And the third round will be roughly the same process and same method. So if you participate in this crowdfunding for a 128 GPU cluster, when the mainnet goes live, people who participated, you just need to provide your wallet address, and then you'll start receiving DBC rewards in proportion to what you chipped in the crowdfunding. So it's as simple as that. The machine will be hosted for sure. You will not get an option again to have it hosted or have it with you. So all you need to do is provide your wallet address, and then you just receive DBC rewards in proportion to what you chipped in the first place. Yes, the reward will be distributed based on how much share you own. I still cannot confirm further information on Masternode, unfortunately, but it's a very delicate matter, and our tech team wants to be absolutely 100% sure before we say anything, so we don't backtrack on what we said, because we understand how important it is for people. how often the rewards? I think that depends on the data center we decide to use for this 128 GPU machines, because different data centers sort of have a different settlement circle. And if you look at the two data centers we're providing this time, you'll find out that one will give the reward monthly, and the other one is daily. Okay, are we good to continue to the next topic? If you don't have any more questions you can think of right now. Okay. So if you think of any new questions later, just drop in Telegram. I'll be on it today in the AI Miners Telegram group to answer questions as much as I can. So let's move on to the next topic, which is our AI testnet. So if you've read some of our press release, you will know that we've successfully ran real-life AI models on our testnet using both TensorFlow and H2O frameworks, and we'll be supporting even more mainstream AI training frameworks in the future. These two are just a start. So we've trained AI models in image recognition, natural language processing, and data categorization and prediction. And also our SV team is working on doing machine learning training as well. Hopefully we'll be able to show the results soon. And this is really big news for Deep Brain Chain, because it means that the project is not just a talk, that the platform can really work for AI training, and it's supporting TensorFlow and H2O already, and it will only support even more AI training frameworks in the future. And so on the same topic, I trust you've all heard of the Skynet project. It's a funny name, I know, but it's catchy. And so if it's catchy, it's a good name. We're recruiting 1,000 testnet nodes. They can be computing nodes or storage nodes, and these people will be the first to try out our AI testnet and also the Deep Brain Chain platform. They will have quite a few benefits, one of which is to use all the other computational resources on the AI testnet for free. So if you provide one machine, become one computing node on the AI testnet, you'll be able to use all the other 999 computing nodes on the testnet for free. So if you are an AI enterprise that's both a supplier and a consumer of computing power, then this would be an ideal time for you to join the Deep Brain Chain network, try it out for yourself, and get acquainted with it, and also get some free computational power. Right, so the requirements on how to become and who can become a computing node or storage node on the testnet are as follows. So for the testnet computing node requirement, you need a GPU with 2, 4, 8 or more GPUs with a configuration of GeForce GTX 1080 Ti or above. Yeah, and also you need over 4 TB storage resource and 64G or more of memory. And you will need over 100 Mbps bandwidth. Yes, is that clear? Okay, so DB Points is currently still DB Points. The loyalty shop will be opened later this year, and once there's more news about how to use DB Points, we'll release it. Yeah? Okay, so I repeat, if you want to become a testnet computing node on our AI testnet in this Skynet project, you need to have GPUs with a configuration of GeForce GTX 1080 Ti or above, and it needs to be a 2 GPU, 4 GPU, 8 GPU or more GPUs machine. And you need over 4 TB storage resource and 64G or more memory, and also 100 Mbps bandwidth. You can also apply to become a storage node for the testnet. For storage nodes, you need more than 1 TB hard drive resource and over 100 Mbps bandwidth as well. So yes, the storage node requirement is a bit lower. Okay, so wallet address cannot be an exchange wallet address. We've repeated it several times now that it cannot be an exchange wallet address. It has to be a wallet address, a wallet that contains a private key. We are actively deleting addresses that belong to exchanges. So if you find an address that look like an exchange address and can be verified to be an exchange address, please do inform us and we'll delete it in the ranking. Although the first round of ranking has finished for now. When can we expect technical details of the test? I'm currently making many configurations on my hardware for testnet. Will this be a purpose-built influx appliance? Okay, if you're looking for more technical details, perhaps you will want to articulate exactly what details you want to find out. You're welcome to PM me on Telegram, and I will forward information to our tech team and see if it is some information that they can release. It is a Linux, but I believe there are other operating systems that can. Let me just find that information on my. Alright, so previously people have asked for the testnet Skynet project, can they use Windows operation? And the answer is no. We're only supporting Linux operation system. Okay. Yes, these requirements I just talked about, for example, the 100 Mbps bandwidth is a must. Yes, there is an ROI calculator. With this newest information on the data center, I believe you can use the same ROI calculator that we released in the community earlier. I'll post a link again to that calculator so you can see for yourself what's the different ROI if you're choosing the different data center. Okay, are we good to move on to the next topic? So just to wrap it up again, so these nodes, these computing nodes or storage nodes on AI testnet will enjoy the benefit of using all the other computing resource on the testnet for free and a priority to mine DBC once the mining is opened to non-DBC endorsed AI mining machines, which means so after the first batches of DBC AI miners have started mining, and after that, mining will be open to the outside world. And if you were part of the Skynet project, you get priority to be the first batch of people to join the mining when it's open to public. Is that clear? How long of a period would that be? Of what period? Do you mean how long will the closed mining period be? I do not currently have any information on whether the first batch of AIM holders get benefit on masternode, but I can tell you that the requirement might be smaller for first batch of AM holders, I will have to ask because the information is changing and we're thinking as we go. We're trying to figure it out as we go how to best reward people who join early. So I cannot confirm anything, but I can ask. I can note it down, and as soon as I get more information, I can get back to you. Okay, so I don't have a confirmed time period on the first on this closed mining period, but that's a good question. I will forward the question and get back to you as well. Okay, so have I covered everyone's questions so far? If I'm unable to answer your question, if you don't hear back from me within a day or two, please do pester me. Please do write me again, just in case I've forgotten or got distracted by something else. Yes, there will be an ROI for that as well. I presume we can use the same calculator, but just remember that because you're participating in a crowdfunding of a 128 GPU mining machine, which will have a higher configuration than a 2 GPU or 4 GPU or even 8 GPU mining machine. So the ROI will be slightly better as well, and it would be different from the first batch. So yes, more information on that will be released later. Okay. Oh, great. Josh can help us out and update the calculator. That'll be fantastic. Thank you, Josh. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it, and I've taken up a lot of your time. So let me just wrap it up with the last bit of information and news that I wanted to share with you. So I think you've all heard of One Game, and by now Eaton Power, perhaps, as well. These are the two first projects that DeepBrain Chain is invested in, and they will be deploying their servers on our platform. They'll be joining the platform, become part of the ecosystem. And this is really important because there will be more of these projects that we invest in, more projects that will join the DeepBrain Chain ecosystem, and it's paramount to what we do because it means getting more projects deploying their servers on DeepBrain Chain, and the utilization of the platform is paramount. It means everything to us because then that means the DBC token will be a utility token as well. So to have projects lined up and ready to develop their products based on our chain is important, and it's part of what we're trying to work on more at the moment. So once enough projects, enterprises, miners, data and model traders start using the DeepBrain Chain platform, the token DBC will become a need. And that's very different from a lot of other tokens if it's nothing that you need to be able to do something. But once all these projects are incubating on DeepBrain Chain's public AI chain, and they need to use DBC to buy computing power, to buy data, to buy AI algorithms or train models, complete a training mission, then they will need DBC, and then DBC will have real function, and that really represents that if you're holding DBC, it represents that you're holding a certain power to consume computing power, data, to be part of this ecosystem. So this is also really important news that I wanted to just stress again with the community, that it might look like nothing for now, but it is the start of a very important step of making DeepBrain Chain platform a platform that people really use. Okay, so that's all I wanted to talk about today. I'm going to check if there's any more questions I haven't answered. How long until the first batch of miners get shipped? They will be delivered in October along with the mainnet goes live, and once the mainnet goes live, you will be able to start mining and start receiving DBC rewards. Is there any more questions regarding anything at all? The second one is called E10 Power. Let me quickly type it out. It is a relatively new development, so you might not have read of the press release. It's called E10 Power. It's a project that uses blockchain to make renewable energy projects more efficient, helping energy projects, renewable energy projects to develop their projects faster based on blockchain. Roughly the idea. I am actually from Taiwan. Okay. So does anyone have any more questions? Otherwise, I think that's it for today. I've taken up enough of your time. Apologies to the ones who have to watch the video back because it's a bit bumpy at the start and the screen sharing situation wasn't exactly ideal, but it's because our website team is still testing the environment and doing a lot of tests to make sure that it runs smoothly once the first batch of DBC AIM buying opens. We're not doing tours exactly. We are going to conferences here and there whenever we feel necessary to open up new markets. Thank you for watching. So, just to repeat the really very important information one last time, the buying starts on July 5th, Thursday, 10 in the morning, Beijing time. The first 30 minutes is your window to buy. After that, you cannot buy anymore. And the second 30 minutes will be for the system and our team to verify your payment. And if you want your machines delivered to you, please do log into the official website, fill out your delivery address on your personal account page now. Otherwise, it will slow you down in the process of buying. Will we ever hire a videographer? Yeah. Everything's under consideration. We're doing as much as we can. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. Are we good? Okay, so thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I will see you again soon, and good luck with the buying, and make sure your internet bandwidth is quite fast. All right, bye.
OBS 打
Okay.
开，然后停止退流。
在哪里？